Hello, Syed here. I want to show you a new feature that we're working on in Visual Studio for Mac for ASP.NET Core projects. Some of you may be familiar with launchSettings.json. This is a JSON file that's used for ASP.NET Core projects, and it defines the different options that you have for how this project will be started, whether you do a run or a debug. So let's walk through this. We've got some IIS or IIS Express specific settings. So these are for Windows only. And then towards the bottom here, we have the default for how the project is going to run itself. So this is the section that will be used by Visual Studio for Mac as well as the .NET CLI. And you can see we've got an environment variable section here. So in the current version of Visual Studio for Mac that's available, we don't have support for launchSettings.json, but that's something that we're working on, and I'm going to show you the demo of that. Let me walk you through this very basic project that I have. I started it with File New Project, Web Application, and I customized just a few number of things here, so let me walk you through that. So I've got the index.cshtml.cs file here. In the onGet, you can see that I just create a message that contains the value for two environment variables, ASP.NET Core environment as well as admin email, and then I pass that to the view data, and we can see how that's consumed over here in index.cshtml. It's very basic. Let me go ahead and start without debugging so we can see what experience we get currently out of this. Alright, so we can see here that it's displaying the ASP.NET Core environment as development, and admin email is not there because I've yet to define that item. Alright, so let's go into launchSettings.json and start customizing this. So let's say production. Let's add the admin email. Alright, let me restart this. So I'll restart without debugging. And then hopefully it should pick up these changes. Alright, so there we go. Now we're running under production, and my admin email has been set here via launchSettings.json. Let me go back to the IDE. For those of you who don't like editing JSON files directly, what you can do is right-click, go to Options, and then under Run Configurations Default, we can see that these items have been declared here. Alright, so I'm just going to replace, let's say, production with, let's say, staging. Alright, so we got staging there, and, you know, maybe we'll just change this to sih@example.com. And I'll go ahead and click OK here. And we'll try to run it one more time. Start without debugging. Oh, actually, let me point out that we can see the launchSettings.json file was successfully modified. We can see staging and then the new email that I've placed here. You know, while we're at it, let me go and show you guys something else before I start running this. So let's go back to Options, Run Configuration, and then if I go under ASP.NET Core, I can also fine-tune the URLs that will be used here. So I'll just make a slight change here, and we'll verify that it's been set correctly. So there we go, and then we're going to start without debugging, and it should use that new port instead of the default one. Alright, so we've got port 5011, the environment has changed to staging, and the admin email has been successfully updated to the new value that I provided. Alright, well that's all I have here for you today. Please let me know if you have any feedback in the comments, and you can also find me on Twitter at Syed I Hashimi. Thank you very much, and as always, have a nice day.